Hi there, welcome to JHC Outdoors. My name's Patrick, and today just a quick one. Wanted to show off in a little bit more detail the Desert Scout. So, really enjoyed wearing these. I've had these on exclusively, all real English soil this, for about 2 to 3 weeks now. Been brilliant. In all honesty, I'm really pleased with them. I'm really pleased with how they've come out. First sort of question or area we might cover is sizing. So what's the sizing like? This is an EU size 44. I wear a UK 10. No issues at all. I have flat feet and a low instep. My feet at the widest are about 11.3 centimetres. No issues at all, even in the areas where I might normally get a little bit of discomfort. They've been perfect, and I put that down to the fact that they are stitched down, or ideal construction as it's known in Italy. They've been comfortable to wear for walks of between 8 and 10 miles. That's what I've been doing recently. Absolutely fine. They can accommodate my special insole, and that's one I use for arch support, shock absorption. All I really did or wanted to do with this boot was to take a military style desert boot and just make it tougher, basically. So the first thing I did was to look at the lacing system. Everything was eyelets. I decided we should have D-rings, speed hooks, and an eyelet at the top, just to really tighten the boot up at the top so you can enter 4x4 mode if needs be. The lacing system means you can get this boot on and off quickly. That to me is always beneficial. I think it works really well. In terms of stability, stitch down construction, it's always going to be very stable over uneven ground. It's fantastic. It's different, admittedly, than other hiking boots that have got full stiff leather uppers. You are on Cadore here, but there is so much support in the ankle, the shank, and that rubber midsole really is stiff. It will flex where it needs to flex. But in all honesty, it's negligible. I'm always conscious of how I'm walking anyway and what I'm walking on. I don't expect the boot to do everything for me. What I expect the boot to do is to offer protection. And I think these do. The cracking. I've treated mine with some wax and some dubbing, because I am in the UK after all, and we get plenty of rain over here, as everybody knows. But of course you don't have to. I'm in two minds whether to treat the Cadore. I haven't bothered with that yet. Breathability, even with the application of that dubbing, is still very good. What else can I say about this boot? Who's it for? Well, I think you have to be the kind of person who likes the look of a military boot, but maybe somebody as well who wants the stability of stitch down or likes that traditional look. Me personally, I love it. As soon as I see stitches on boots, I'm there, kind of thing. There's a little bit of modernity with it being a military style look and having quite modern looking D hooks, speed hooks on there, but just a dash. Maybe you are a hunter, or maybe you're somebody who likes to trek, likes to hike, but you want something that breathes well, there's no membrane. you know, you're managing the microclimate yourself. Perhaps you work outdoors, you don't require any metatarsal protection or any toe cap protection. Could be worth looking at for you. You will walk quite tall in these, that's what I've found. It's an ankle height boot, so it's quite nice, I think, to have something of that height when the weather is warm. All in all, as I say, I'm very pleased with how they've come out. They're made by Caltre in Italy, and I've been able to experiment with a few designs over there. They are a made-to-order boot. They take approximately 4 to 6 weeks to arrive here at HQ. I'll give them a good inspection, and then I'll ship them on to you. With them being made to order, you don't need to worry about returns. If you're in the UK, you can still return them. It's not a problem at all. Happy to do it. Legally required to do it. So, you know, there you go. If that puts your mind at ease. If you're an international customer, we'll have to just communicate a little bit more and really get your sizing right. But as I say, they are quite forgiving. I appreciate it's not the roundest of toe boxes, but it's not bad at all. If, like me, you've got quite wide feet, as I say, I found them to be very comfortable. I've easily got over a thumb's width of space over my big toe. I like the fact that the speed hooks and the eyelets at the top, I can really lock my heel in anyway against them, so I don't get any heel slip, which is great. I was a bit concerned when I put them on at first that I was getting heel slip until I just tightened them up, and I thought, oh, there you go. But my intention was that you can easily put surgeon's knots in to prevent any of that, which if you're going down, to stop any toe bang can be very beneficial, but also to stop your heel wanting to lift too much as well. So you can easily do that. Now, I don't want to ramble on too much. I think they're a fantastic boot. I really do. I appreciate I won't have covered everything in this video. I'm not the best when it comes to content making, I'm afraid. Just a guy who sells boots. My company, GHC, is all about getting people out in well-made boots, basically, and boots that can be repaired, boots that will last. And more than anything, what I want to do is change the way that we purchase footwear. Footwear became disposable, and I don't think that it should be. Personally, if you are interested, you want to find out more, contact me. I'm a person. You can get me on Instagram at GHC Boots. You can contact me here if you prefer. My business address is info@ghcoutdoors.co.uk. I'll put a link in. I'll try to. But yeah, cracking boot. Let me know what you think. I always like, you know, feedback on designs and things. I've got more in the pipeline coming soon. It's just been a pleasure working with Caltrek on this and being given the opportunity to play around with designs a bit. And in this day and age, when you're a startup and you're talking to manufacturers, it's often like that just doesn't happen. So I've been really privileged to be able to do that. And they're a great company. You're in safe hands with their products, you honestly are. Yeah, the Desert Scout. So it's my new take on desert boots. And apologies for maybe rambling, whittling on a bit. That's just how I am, you know. Cracking boots. Take care. Anyway, thanks for your time.